Yep, I have to go fund me. I thought I could heal myself having juice. They won't operate on me for nothing because one doctor put up there, never treat me so I die. And I might seem like I'm okay, but I'm in agony. I got bleeding stomach ulcers and I can't feel most of my foot. And I'm in so much pain I barely sleep. It's just hell. And yeah, and I've been trying for most of my life. So if you do go fund me, I I would like to rescue animals. Like they're starving people overseas. They're little kids walking around naked, homeless, and people just walking past, and there are millions and thousands of animals dropping dead. I would love to rescue them. That's what I would love to do. And I'm in that much pain. I actually believe stuff on YouTube and on here telling you how I've gone through several of them and everything, you name it, really healthy, and they just will not treat me at all because apparently so I pass away. One doctor said it's written up there never to operate me for anything at all. So yeah, and I used to go to the gym all the time and do charity work, and now I'm basically bedridden and yeah, and I'm always thinking when's the main artery gonna burst open because it usually happens a lot. And one of my friends said his neighbour actually bled to death because the hospital wouldn't show up, and the hospital wouldn't show up. They wouldn't treat me. A stranger gave me that. Yeah, so, and I've been spending most of my life trying to get lawyers, and none of them will sue for me neither. And I'm in a lot of pain, bleeding stomach ulcers as hell. So I was going to go overseas actually and become a tutor because I like doing work for people that smile a lot, and I find the white race is really unsympathetic and they're uncaring. Whereas to me, working overseas with people that actually smile a lot means that they appreciate your presence. But I love animals, and to me, animals are sweet and innocent, and they can't help being dealt the hand of starvation. That most humans just get an animal, and then when they want to move on to the next one, they dump them and they die as a result. And I have a lot of compassion for animals. So that's what I would love to do that. I don't care if the atom bomb is going to hit or what's going to happen, which eventually it will eventuate. I'd rather do something I love rather than something I don't like. And I love helping and animals to me, everything. But at the moment, I'm just in so much pain, and I know I can't even have a pet. I had to get rid of both of my animals, and I loved them, and it really hurts to know that. And straight away, the doctor said they got to operate by law, but they're not, and it's been 30 years. It's a long time, and see all my teeth are falling out, my gums falling apart because I don't absorb enough nutrient. Um, I'm just in so much pain constantly, and I can't even see properly to see the words on the phone. So I've got myself a big pen and pads. So it's pretty horrific, eh? That, and believe me, people with stomach ulcers, they are completely different from other people. Um, yes, you can't smell properly, you can't hear properly. It's just perpetual pain. And if you notice anyone in your family, even as a young child, a lot of kids have got it, and the doctors don't care. My son was born with bleeding stomach ulcers, and they wouldn't treat him, period, and he still got them. If they cry a lot or anything, they need surgery. It doesn't matter what you eat, you can't get better. It's a whole lot of bull. Yeah, and if your children don't absorb information or retain it, that's a sign they got stomach ulcers. Just a slight bit of pain sets the mind off to wander elsewhere, and you can't retain knowledge, and nor do you absorb it. So they're called, what is it, HDAD, but that's a lot of crock too. It's usually always stomach related, and they can't smell properly, see properly, hear properly. There's a whole lot of others, and it's hell. It's actually, you can't concentrate. Forms of aggression, most people in jail have stomach problems, and all it would have taken was a doctor, which is what they're supposed to be for, but think again, to operate. That's simple. They only operate on you if you've got money. Like nearly all my neighbours are dead. They were all skinny, fit, because they had no option. They walked basically everywhere, and that's why they were fit. But what gets me is that someone in the public healthcare system is obviously extremely jealous because nearly all the neighbours that were extremely skinny and fit are all the ones that are dead. And I used to go to the gym and everything. I can't even walk to my clothesline. I can't even walk, period. And I've been walking on this one and see how that's swollen. And it's all bruised up because I've been spending just walking for 6 years on one foot. And I really can't believe it. I've been to the hospital about 8 times, and they just won't even look at me. And I'm serious when I say that I went there, and one lady was being dragged by the throat, and someone else had to speak up for me and say I was really ill. Then the last time I went there, I was yelled at and told to get outside because I was screaming in too much pain about my bleeding stomach ulcers, and then I had the police try to shoot me through the door for calling for calling the ambulance because no, it's a big crime, isn't it? What bleeding ulcers operated on? I deserve to be killed by the police, like that little old lady. Then they actually broke into my house and tried to make out I was insane. And at amagoodperson.com, you can see my bleeding ulcers. 50 years, usually you die. So they're perforated more. So I might come across as being extremely normal for someone that's got bleeding ulcers, but believe me, I'm in agony. It's so that's why I come to the conclusion you never judge anyone by their looks. Like one of my friends, someone I knew around here was really skinny and he died of cancer within 2 weeks. Don't ever assume just because someone's thin that they're happy. So I know that for a fact now that it doesn't mean anything. Like, because I always thought skinny people were happy, but it doesn't mean they're happy. It just means they come across as physically being more attractive. Yeah, but it doesn't mean they're happy at all. Yeah, and you never judge a book by its cover. You don't know what they're going through, but you also don't go out of your way to treat anyone like dirt because of their appearance. So yeah, I need GoFundMe urgently. Yeah, because I'm in so much pain and all my teeth. It just looks at how they're falling apart. So because my acid's just bursting out of my stomach and my neck's starting to crack. It's from there. The acid's going from there all the way to here, and my bones are starting to crack because it's been nearly 50 years and the acid's just constantly hitting it. And I mean, then I lie down and I hit, and one man said that he actually ended up a quadriplegic because acid dissolved his neck. So the doctors are really they should be executed when it is torture having acid bloody well dissolve your shoulder and your neck. To think of, I can't sleep because I'm scared. I'm thinking, when is it gonna actually crack my neck and I won't be able to move at all? And wow, calling the ambulance isn't something to bloody well look forward to. That's for sure. Considering I'm bleeding 50 years later. Yeah, and I can't sue them for this. And I'm thinking, why is it everyone around here's dead? Why is it there's so many people dying? Because the law firms won't even sue. And that's why they're just going, well, get out. We don't give a shit. And it's not normal for a wealthy doctor to abuse in such large quantities. It's because they know that the law firms will go, well, get lost. We don't want to know you. You don't have enough money, so just do exactly what the healthcare system allows the doctors to do to you. Die. And that's exactly the mentality of the doctors.